I've done a lot of training through my career. I've been to some very good ones and some very bad ones, and this is certainly a very good one.
I mean, this really is like walking into a regular tea brewing plant.
Here you're actually out applying theory.
Practical training and not just listen like in school.
I've seen energy, I've seen people getting excited about what we're trying to do, and that's what this whole program is about. We're going out there to change what we're trying to do in our business.
This is our new lean factory within our McKinsey Capability Center here in Atlanta. This facility is a tea brewing facility. What we do here is try to provide an experience for clients where you can see a transformation from a current state to a future state happening very rapidly. Let me describe some of the major elements of this facility. We've got 5 main zones. We've got a drying, crushing and vibratory screen separation zone. It's very similar to what you get in many heavy industries, including mining and so on. We've also then got a mechanical area, which in there we've got a chiller, we've got a steam generator and a compressor, which again is very, very similar to what you get in many heavy industrial environments. The third learning zone is our water preparation areas. That's where the municipal water comes in. We go through various filtering and a reverse osmosis step. We then start some of the heating steps where we use 2 different energy sources, gas and electricity, to heat the water up. And from there it goes to a brewing stage. That's our 4th major learning area. This is where we have the actual bottleneck in the process. In the brewing step, we go through various stages of both holding tanks, adding flavorants, and then pasteurizing the final product. The 5th zone is one that I'm really excited about, and that's our control room. A continuous process like this in industry typically has a control room which is running everything from PLCs, temperature sensors, sometimes quality metrics. If I think about total financial impact to this miniature company that's making tea, we end up with a 3-fold increase in our profitability of the overall facility. We tried to make this as realistic as possible so that we can map this to client situations and really try to bring that kind of learning to life and tie it to the financials.
We take an integrated approach. We're not talking about little pieces of a bigger process. We're trying to give the whole process at one time. And then even more importantly, the second piece of it is we do it in this type of environment.
It's the real world environment. So this is a no kidding functioning factory with all of the same concerns that a regular factory would have in terms of the reliability of the assets, the safety of the assets, the production capacity of the different lines. So when you think about that hands-on environment, it's completely different than a lot of training programs you might see that are done in a hotel or even done at a client site, but don't have the opportunity to go out into the production floor.
In terms of what activities are done here, there are lean principles, the theory behind lean, waste elimination techniques, quick changeovers, observing and making changes to operations such that you're more efficient in both labor and equipment use. Those are all the things that we would cover here.
It's actually a very nice combination of classical manufacturing with process industry thing. So this is like really, I think, an ideal setup.
I've got 6 plants representing 4 continents, some of our best leaders from around the world to come here and upgrade our skills. We get to use our people, but see different problems in different ways. Our plants can learn together and develop those skill sets that they can then take back to their sites in the coming weeks and apply in a real-world environment.
It's just great to go from classroom to real hands-on work in a matter of seconds.
At my facility, I don't think I would have an opportunity to shut the plant down and try something.
I really didn't know how you can simulate a shop floor environment in terms of the operations in such a small area and kind of make it work for me in my business. And I think you were able to do that. You replicated some processes that we live and breathe every day.
One of the most important things is changing behavior and changing the attitude of people. People work for many, many years in the same environment, doing the same thing day after day, year after year for many years. And they come to a point in which it's very difficult to identify improvements. Bringing that team from top management down to frontline managers can make a huge difference.
The main thing that strikes me about clients being in this environment, especially senior clients, is how animated they become, how excited they become about actually seeing waste. And I look at that energy and that level of engagement, and that's one of the things I'd love to get people more excited about doing, is getting back to the shop floor and looking for improvement opportunities.
What surprised me the most is the development I've seen of the team members as far as leading teams and engaging with others from other cultures and other technical areas.
The whole point is to drive that different sites have inefficient processes that you just routinely do because that's what you've always done. We turned around and did a process, improved it by 70%, so we felt good. But then they showed us an even better process that was over 100%. Targets may seem daunting at the beginning, but these numbers may only be the minimum target.
I can take this back to the facility, share it with others, if not send additional people for training so that we can roll this out. There's a lot of detail involved, which is a good thing. However, you come out with a real focus of this is what I need to do to get going.